How's it going today? And here's my WWE NXT TakeOver Orlando review. If you guys have not yet checked out my NXT TakeOver Orlando live review, you guys can go ahead and check that out. Pretty much giving my live feedback on the show after being there live. This, of course, being my review of the show being on the network. Pretty much give my review from my perspective rather than the live perspective. So if you guys like, please go ahead and check out my live review before checking out this one if you guys want. But yeah, overall for TakeOver Orlando, I thought on the network it was a damn good show. A great takeover actually. Being there live real quick, if I can get my live perspective of it, I thought being there live was a great show. But I didn't think it lived up to the levels of other takeovers. But watching the network, I honestly thought it was a better show on the network than being there live. I thought the matches really delivered and definitely lived up to the TakeOver name rather than being there live, because I thought some of the matches like the Asuka Ember Moon or the Alistair Black Andrade Cien Almas matches more specifically were 10 times better watching it back in the network than they were being there live. So definitely a great show, had a lot of fun watching it, and definitely lived up to the TakeOver name. So definitely great stuff there from NXT, once again delivering with a great takeover. But of course, going to the show, opened up with an 8-person mixed tag team match, which was supposed to be Tye Dillinger, No Way Jose, Roderick and Riot taking on SAnitY. But of course, earlier in the day before the show, No Way Jose was taken out by SAnitY at WrestleMania Access, so he was not able to compete in this match, which was ended up being replaced with Kassius Ohno, which I was very happy to see coming out in Kings-like attire as well too, because me being from Sacramento, him coming out to Kings attire pretty much was pretty awesome, even though the Kings suck and I don't really like them anymore. But it was still cool to see Kassius Ohno rep him in his gear. But this was overall an awesome opening match. I thought it was just absolute crazy. There's just everyone killing each other, everyone just having all-out brawl, and it was just a true fight. That's what I think each SAnitY match needs to be on these takeovers. Just everyone just pretty much going out for a brawl for all. Immediately before the bell even rings, everyone's just brawling, attacking each other, and eventually the bell rings, and Tye Dillinger is having a nice fire back on them. Match starts off with Riot and Nikki Cross going at it, which I thought they had a nice exchange up until Kassius Ohno got the tag, and Alexander Wolf just trying to be crazy, but he looked like an idiot, and Kassius Ohno just decks him with a right hook and knocks him down, and then of course all hell just breaks loose and everyone's just going after each other. SAnitY gets the numbers game on Kassius Ohno for a while, taking him down. Everyone's taking their turns, picking parts of Kassius Ohno. Roderick gets a hot tag. He goes apeshit over SAnitY. And then eventually the numbers game catches Roderick Strong. They go on him for a while. Then of course it's all hell breaks loose. Everyone's in the ring at once. The referee has no idea what to do. It's just complete chaos. I absolutely loved it because the whole gimmick of SAnitY is chaos, and that's what this match brought. It was just all-out war, and it was a ton of fun. I really enjoyed it. Had a lot of fun. Roderick Strong stick kicked Eric Young back to TNA. Just a phenomenal stick kick he hit in the ring. But absolute madness. Tye Dillinger gets a hot tag. Looks like he's going to win. Goes for the tiebreaker on Killian Dane. But Alexander Wolf hits a super kick on Tye Dillinger. Killian Dane hits a one-winged angel onto Tye Dillinger for the 1-2-3 victory. So SAnitY wins in an absolutely crazy opener. Tons of great spots. Very, very exciting way to open the show. Had a lot of fun watching that match. So the opening match, great stuff. Really enjoyed that. From there on, we go to the debuting Aleister Black taking on Andrade Cien Almas. This was a great match here. This was really good work from both men. I thought, Aleister Black, that dark mystique thing about him. Then, of course, you have Andrade Cien Almas, who's this cocky, arrogant, thinks he's amazing heel. I thought their styles meshed very well. Aleister Black looked absolutely amazing, showcasing his, his striking, his agility, his badassness, is that even a word? I don't know, but it is in this video. I thought he looked absolutely great, and Andrade Cien Almas looked great as well. Like I said, playing the cocky heel. He'd get Irish whips in the ropes, and of course he'd tangle into rope and pose. I thought that was great stuff there, but he didn't shy back and showing his aggressiveness as well. I thought both men went out there and put on a good wrestling match. It's unfortunate because the crowd didn't really care for it, especially the finish. I thought the finish was absolutely great, but didn't get any reaction at all because the crowd was chanting, "Shut the fuck up." I forgot what we were training that towards, or what people were training that towards. It might have been like a CM Punk chant or something like that, but they didn't get a reaction to it. But I thought both men went out there and put out a great, solid wrestling match. Love the finish of Aleister Black, just absolutely hitting knee strikes on Andrade Cien Almas, and then of course him lifting him up with his boot, and then hitting with Black Mass. Awesome ending there to a great wrestling match. Like I said, two men go out there and have kind of an any style match, which may be why I wasn't getting much of a reaction, but I still thought it was a damn good match. And this was pretty unfortunate. The crowd really wasn't into this match, so Great stuff. Great debut from Aleister Black. Amazing entrance, by the way, as well. So, great stuff. And then we go to match of the night, which was the triple threat elimination match for the NXT Tag Team Championship. Authors of Pain versus DIY versus the Revival. This was just simply fantastic. Words can't express how great this was. I love the unionship between DIY and the Revival. I thought their partnership was great in this match, even though at points they were turning against each other again. But then they reminded themselves that, you know, they're here for the greater good, which is eliminating the Authors of Pain. So I thought their partnership was spectacular. I thought just everything, you know, Authors of Pain looked great. They looked like absolute monsters in this match, which, you know, it got annoying at times because it's like, all right, stay the fuck down already. But you know what? They look great. They look strong, and that's what they're trying to do with them. So I can't really complain too much about it. But a great storytelling. Just this match is all over the place. Authors of Pain just look like complete bosses. Yeah, DIY and Revival, like I said, being partnerships, you know, and they, like I said, turn their back on each other. Where, you know, Roderick again would go for a tag for Revival, but they didn't want anything to do with the Authors of Pain. So then, you know, DIY was kind of screwed and pretty much getting destroyed by the Authors of Pain once again. But all over the place. Unionship, like I said, great spot where they got tables introduced in this match, and DIY was trying to put, or Ciampa went for a sunset flip to the outside to powerbomb, I think it was Razor, through the table. Then Gargano came out and tried to help Ciampa, but he just was not budging. And then all of a sudden, Revival came out of nowhere, knocked Razor down, put him right through the table. Great stuff. Then Akeem, whatever his name is, was alone in the ring, and they just attacked him like a pack of dogs. That was great stuff right there. And I thought Authors of Pain looked very dominant. You know, every time they'd get put back down, they'd somehow fight back up. And to the dismay of Revival and DIY, it was just great storytelling. And of course, you know, like Scott Dawson had an inverted figure 4 on one of them, and then Gargano went to break it up and realized, wait a minute, why am I going to break this up? Let me help him. Then he puts in the Gargano escape while Dawson's applying the inverted figure 4, which I thought was just a tremendous spot right there. And what was even better was the fact that they helped each other hit each other's finishers. I think Dawson and Gargano end up hitting DIY's finish, which was a running super kick and a running knee. And then, of course, Dash and Ciampa hit the Shadow Machine on one of them as well. So there's a lot of great callbacks. Love the unionship. That was the whole point. And it made for an awesome match. You know, you wanted to see the Authors of Pain get the hell out of the match, and you were rooting for DIY and Revival so hard for them to get eliminated. So it just made for a tremendous match, and it was awesome. A lot of great spots. It was a lot of fun. Of course, DIY got eliminated after they hit the last chapter, I believe. I don't know what their finishes are called. The Authors of Pain, I believe it's called the last chapter or something like that, on Ciampa for the 1, 2, 3. So Ciampa was gone. Well, DIY was gone at that point. So it came down to Authors of Pain and Revival. Revival did their best to, you know, knock down Authors of Pain, hitting a heart attack and hitting just various different tag team maneuvers, trying to chop him down the sides, but it wasn't working. Authors of Pain get the upper hand, hit the double powerbomb finishes on them for the 1, 2, 3. So Authors of Pain retained the tag team titles, which, by the way, brand new NXT tag team titles, which I think are the only titles that look better than the originals from the new titles introduced, in my opinion. So great looking new tag team titles. It's slightly modified, not by much, but it looks better than the original in my opinion. Authors of Pain win, like I said, match of the night. Absolutely awesome. Love that match. From there, I'm going to go to the NXT Women's Championship match, Asuka versus Ember Moon. Quick thoughts on the new Women's Championship. It looks fine, just nothing. I mean, it's an improvement still, but I don't like how similar they look for the NXT Championship. I'm not a fan of that. I wish I had a different design, but what could you do? Overall for this match, I thought it was, you know, pretty damn good. Disappointing still, because I feel like these two definitely could have went out there and tore the absolute house down, but they didn't do that. They kind of just had, like, I mean, time was on their side. They only got like 10 minutes, but I don't know. I feel like they didn't do what they could have done, especially with the hype around Ember Moon, because she has yet to prove herself in NXT, in my opinion. She hasn't had any reason for me to think that she's amazing. So, I don't know. It was really good, but it was just disappointing. Love the beginning where they're just countering each other. You know, Ember Moon was kind of show Asuka, like, you know what, hey, I can keep up with you, you know, unlike these other girls you faced in the past. You know, I'm the biggest star you've had. So I like the beginning of it. I like the counters. You know, Ember Moon was kind of getting her numbers, and Asuka's trying to getting upset about it. So Asuka's resorting to cheating a little bit, which was playing to the finish. With Ember Moon, looked like she's going to win the championship. You know, she's setting up for the Eclipse, but Asuka throws the referee into Ember Moon. Ember Moon falls, and Asuka hits the kick for the 1, 2, 3 finish. So Asuka wins. You know, like I said, it started off good, like the countering between both of them. Then it kind of turned into Asuka making it look like her bitch. Asuka really just dominating and, you know, putting various holds on Ember Moon. Ember Moon really wasn't doing much up until the end where she was set up for the Eclipse, but then, of course, Asuka threw the ref into her, knocked her down, and then, you know, hit her with the kick for the win. So, not much to say about it. Good, solid match, but definitely could have been way better in my opinion. So that was that. And then before we go to the main event, we were introduced to the return of Drew McIntyre sitting ringside for the NXT title match. Very happy to see Drew McIntyre back in NXT. I think he's improved tremendously since his last tenure in WWE, so I feel like him in NXT definitely is a solid fit, and I can't wait to see what he does there. So awesome seeing him. Awesome to see what he's going to do going forward. And then we go to the main event, which was the NXT Championship match. The glorious Bobby Roode defending his title against the King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura. Quick thoughts, NXT Championship, the new one. I do like it. I think it looks good, but I kind of like the old one because the old one was different. It had that big X and it stood out, but this one's kind of just like a regular championship. So it's good looking, but it doesn't have that standout factor that the old one had. So it's kind of a downgrade if you ask me. But in terms of the match itself, phenomenal entrances from both men, by the way. Love Nakamura's, you know, curtain call entrance. And then, of course, you had Bobby Roode's piano entrance, which I thought both were great. Match itself, one hell of a match here. I thought it was better than the San Antonio match. This was just like an old classic, old school world title match where both men just went out there and just told a great story, great psychology. Just, you know, they weren't doing these absurd bumps and, you know, spots for no reason. They were out there grinding each other, you know, putting in effort and just showing why they're two of the best in WWE today. And I thought they put on a classic, not a classic, but like an old school classic style world title match. And I thought it was awesome. I thought it was a lot of fun. And, you know, I loved the storytelling where, you know, about 5 to 7 minutes in the match, you know, Bobby Roode started targeting the leg of Nakamura. And then, you know, Nakamura would sell for the match. And, you know, after Nakamura would get the upper hand, you know, his knee would heal a little bit. And then he'd finally get the upper hand on Bobby Roode. Some great near falls from both men. You know, Nakamura, you know, hitting different variations of the Kinshasa for some nice near falls. You know, Bobby Roode hit the glorious DDT for a great near fall on Nakamura. Just some great back and forth wrestling, like I said, with great psychology, great storytelling with Nakamura's knee. And I thought it played for, you know, like I said, a good classic old school world title match feel. And I felt like that too. You know, watching the match back, you know, it felt like a classic world title match. Not just, you know, in the ring ability, but like the introductions and just the way the crowd was. It honestly felt like a big fight feel to it. And I thought it was great. Like I said, I honestly did enjoy it more than a San Antonio match. So both went out there, put it on the line, and delivered a great match. And again, going back to that knee, you know, Nakamura would feel better, but then Bobby Roode would once again target the knee towards the end of the match, which would lead to Nakamura's downfall after Bobby Roode hit a glorious DDT off the second rope on Nakamura for the 1-2-3 victory. So Bobby Roode retains the NXT Championship. Great main event. I really enjoyed that. Like I said, the psychology and storytelling really made for an old school feel world title match. So I really enjoyed that. Great final farewell match for Nakamura as well. Of course, that was his swan song. Swan song, or yeah, that's how it goes. Whatever the saying is for Nakamura. So I thought that was great, and you know, it kind of sucks they didn't air the aftermath with him saying goodbye, but you know, it is what it is. And yeah, great main event, great title match, and to a great takeover. Like I said, I thought overall the show on the network was a great show. I enjoyed it watching it back more than I did being there live, honestly. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, please leave a like below. If you guys would like it in the comments section, leave your guys' thoughts on TakeOver when you watched it. If you guys liked it, if you didn't like it, what you guys thought about the matches, anything NXT TakeOver Orlando related, how you felt about the show, go ahead and feel free to leave it in the comments below. As always, I'll see you guys next video. Thank you guys for watching the video.